United States new home sales. Is the housing market feeling the heat? TLDR. Sales of new single-family houses in the United States took a slight dip, dropping 2.5% in June 2023, compared to the previous month's 15-month high. The market was expecting a better turnout, falling below the consensus. Sales in the West and Midwest experienced significant declines, while the South and Northeast witnessed some positive trends. The median and average prices of new houses also saw changes. With a significant number of houses left to sell, how will this impact the housing market moving forward? In-depth story. The real estate rollercoaster continues, my fellow millennials and Gen Z folks. Brace yourselves for the latest scoop on the United States new home sales in June 2023. Sales of new single-family houses have taken a 2.5% hit, leaving us with a seasonally adjusted annualized rate of 697,000, falling short of the previous month's 15-month high at 715,000. The West and Midwest regions seem to be struggling the most, with sales plummeting 13.9% to 143,000 in the West and a staggering 28.4% to 53,000 in the Midwest. Ouch! What's going on in those regions? Is it time for a new trend to sweep these areas off their feet? On the bright side, the South region managed to defy the odds with a 4.3% rise, hitting a rate of 460,000 new home sales. Meanwhile, the Northeast had its moment of glory, soaring by a remarkable 20.6% to 41,000. Good job, East Coast. Now, let's talk dollars and cents. The median price of new houses sold in June 2023 was $415,400, while the average sales price was $494,700. Compare that to the figures from a year ago, which stood at $432,700 and $472,000, respectively. Are these changes significant enough to raise some eyebrows among potential home buyers and sellers? And hey, there's more to consider. There are still a whopping 432,000 houses left to sell at the end of June, which translates to 7.4 months of supply at the current sales rate. What does this mean for those eagerly waiting to enter the housing market? Are we looking at a buyer's or seller's market? But let's not forget that numbers can tell us only so much. Let's dive into the historical data for a broader perspective. Over the years, new home sales in the United States have seen their fair share of ups and downs, reaching an all-time high of 1,389.00 thousand units in July of 2005, but sinking to a record low of 270.00 thousand units in February of 2011. This historical context might offer some insights into the current state of affairs. So, with all this data on the table, what's the big picture? Are we witnessing a temporary setback in the housing market, or is it a sign of more significant troubles ahead? Will the West and Midwest regions bounce back? What does this mean for potential homebuyers and sellers across the nation? We'd love to hear your thoughts and speculations. Join the conversation and drop your opinions below. Let's turn up the discussion on the United States new home sales.